One of my favorite things about our show is that every week we get to meet an amazing local musician, and today's guest definitely fits that bill. Please join me in welcoming Rob Oliver.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Now, first of all, your website says you've been involved in the music scene here for 25 years. You don't look old enough, but can you walk me through your journey a little bit?
Well, yeah, I mean, I started, playing in bands and stuff when I was like 18. I think I played my first bar when I was 18. I have memories of playing in bars when my band members were old enough to drink and I wasn't, so I couldn't.
Did you have to get the X's?
Well, I think so, and I couldn't even sit at the bar. I'm like, man,
I mean, that speaks to your talent, though, that they still wanted to have you there, even though you weren't 21 yet, right?
I guess so.
How would you describe your musical style to someone who had never heard you play?
Yeah, man, I feel like a lot of musicians would say, I definitely like a lot of different kinds of music, but I feel like my style these days would be like Americana blues rock. I like to incorporate just those different kind of elements, I think, what is the kind of the path I've been taking these days.
I like that. And I feel like a true artist doesn't really fit into one little category. They kind of transcend several.
Yeah, I mean, I think us musicians, we always think that we sound completely different or maybe unique or something, but in some ways I'm envious of someone that can say, oh, I'm a country artist, or
right.
I'm this artist. I mean, that's cool. They're all viable things, and it's all cool
right.
to be one or a bunch of things.
So, speaking of a bunch of things, who did you grow up listening to? Who are your musical influences?
I kind of love that question. If I start really young, it was like Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Because I think the first album I ever had, License to Ill. And I remember having the Moni Moni, the single by Billy Idol. That's just to go way, way back. And then it got into like Metallica, and then it got way into the Beatles when I was a teenager, and all that grunge stuff, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, all that stuff. And then as I've gotten older, it's a lot of like guitar-based, really, I don't know, these days I'm really into good guitar players, almost more so than bands, I would say.
You'll have to talk to Nick after we're done filming. All right, you won a Veer Award for Best Blues for a collaboration you did a couple years back. What was your favorite part about doing a collaborative effort like that?
Yeah, that was really cool. I mean, it was with my buddy Brent Gable, and we did this. We had met, and we just, liked what we did we liked each other's music, and so I was like, hey man, I can't even remember at this point if it was him or me. I think maybe it was him. He's like, let's write a song together. I was like, okay, cool. We got together and did that. I said, man, this is fun, So we well, let's do 6 of them and then put out an EP. So my favorite part was, I mean, it's challenging to really be open with other people like that and throw out what could be an embarrassing idea or some lyric, and you're like, oh, that was pretty bad. But you get to a different end result than you would have if you were just by yourself.
Agreed.
So that's one of the best things about it, I think.
All right, we're almost out of time, but where can our viewers find more information about you and your social media, that kind of stuff?
My most central location would be my website, robolivermusic.com, and I have a lot of my stuff is Rob Oliver Music, so Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all of that stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and you're actually about to perform right after this break, so do not touch your remote because you want to hear this guy after the break.